Guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video. Hope you're doing fine. Yesterday we had a bit of a sideways range for BTC. I gave you a trading setup and I missed it, so that's very unfortunate. The reason why was because it was too early for me. I was still laying in bed, and that was a SFP, and I'm going to mark it out right away so that you can see what I mean. We had the high here and then we took it, and then we came down, so I'm a little bit afraid that I missed my short opportunity. We also still have a low here. That could be a possible trade, but this is kind of the range where we are in right now. By the way, we're looking at BTC 15 minutes. Forgot to tell you that. Like I said, you can see a clear swing filled pattern. The candle is trying to break it, closes underneath. That is your confirmation, and then we're just slowly going lower. Here you can also see that we're tapping VWAP. That is that white line in your screen. And now we are coming down. So if you were awake, you were able to catch the trade. Congratulations, that was already almost a 2% trade, so that's very nice. Don't forget to take some profit. Like I said, I'm a little bit afraid that I missed my short opportunity, and the reason is of course that now the liquidity on the top is taken. We have a cleared SFP. We also already have a bounce here from the VWAP. Then I'm thinking, maybe the chances of us going lower is slightly higher, because of course we also have these lows here that we can still take out. So that gives price incentive to go lower. If we are going lower, then this would be my first long setup. I will not be looking to long anything here. I really want to see these lows being taken. If I see something here underneath these lows, it is not my favorite. Maybe, just maybe, I will take it, but I will need to look at what I see. Maybe a bullish CVD or a quick buyback or whatever. I have it marked in another chart. I have an alarm, but like I said, I'm not so keen actually on this level, because you really actually want to long the lows and short the highs. Well, short the high, that was right here. We missed that one, so this could be a trade. And this is then the second one. For both of the trades, you want to place your stop loss underneath the wick, and that is then your stop loss. And of course, then you just play it to the upside, and you could actually just play it here again to the upside of this range. If we are suddenly pumping higher, yes, I would be looking to take this trade again. So let's say an SFP of the SFP, why not? And that we do something like this. So that we are going higher again, and then eventually with a retest or swing button to then get into the trade. This actually would be super nice. Again, stop loss above the high, and then just target the lows somewhere here. Actually, would first target these and then eventually the lows here. But if I look at market Cipher B, I don't know if that is given to us, because if I am zooming into the 1 hour, then you can clearly see right now that the money flow is rolling over. Maybe we still get a momentum wave that happens so now and then, but eventually the money flow looks like it's really rolling over, and that of course in itself is a little bit bearish. On the 4 hour, I have to say, I was actually hoping yesterday already that this will print a green dot and we will get another wave. That would be nice, but it looks like we are have a slow grind to the downside, and this is going to die out. But actually one more move up to maybe get a bearish divergence would be nice, but so far this is not so pretty. The daily, however, looks like it is setting up, but this takes a little bit of time. Looks like it's setting up for a major bearish divergence, and that could really then send us to much lower levels. The highs here and then this week, and then you can see of course the momentum waves are then going lower. Yesterday this looked a little bit prettier, then everything was still pointing up, so that's the view of the momentum wave, the money flow and the RSIs. Now 1 day later it looks like we are already slowly curving to the downside. This still needs at least another 1 or 2 days before we can say, okay, it looks like it wants to roll over. And anything can happen, as you know, in crypto within 2 days, so be careful. Is there another level to short on the top? Yes, there is. I liked it right after the dump, but I'm starting to dislike it a little bit, and that is because I see everyone and their mother now suddenly calling for this level. That's the golden pocket. So we had that major fake pump about the ETF news, then we were dropping down. This is the low, and then eventually to go higher again towards the golden pocket 78.6. Of course, I will trade it if I see what I want to see. So for example, a nice bearish divergence, or I see that we have bearish CVD once we are coming into the range, or we are making a high and eventually we're taking it out sideways and then going lower. All of these patterns I would play if we reach it. But there's just not so much here. So what could happen, although I think the chances are pretty slim, is that you're getting another squeeze to the upside, and therefore you need to be careful. I would absolutely not preset any trades in this area. Now we're talking about 29,500 to approximately 30,000. Do not preset any trades. The same actually also went for here, because you had that major wick. If you preset any shorts here or here, you definitely got stopped out on that major move to the upside. So that can always happen. So be careful on those bigger levels like we have right now. You do not want to preset anything, because they're also just slightly bigger, and therefore you also need to maintain a pretty big stop loss. I mean, look at this, the whole area is shy of 2%. So your stop loss then needs to go above these high. Like I said, we can just wick to the upside, so right away you're getting stopped out. So just set an alarm and then look at the chart once we reach that area. Do you see what you want to see? Do you see weakness in the chart, volume dying out, all the kinds of stuff that I already mentioned before? That could be then a entry trigger. And of course also the stop loss goes above the high of this wick, and then you just play to the downside. That could really be a swing short trade. So to recap once again, the first short is from this current high that we made earlier today, the S&P, so that is 29k. The second one would be from the golden pocket 78.6 if we reach it, but it's not my preferred scenario anymore. 29,500 to 30,000. And then of course we have possible short trades. Also this bottom one, not my preferred, a long trade, excuse me, not my preferred long trade, starting off from 28k. And the other one is taking the lows here at 27,680. This one actually would be nice. Then everyone thinks, oh, we're going lower, this was it, we're losing it, and then suddenly we're going higher, and you see a quick reclaim, some sideways, and boom, to the upside. That actually would be super nice. No one is expecting that, so therefore I like this trade a lot. Yeah, we need to of course keep in mind that there are always possible scenarios. Nice to see anyways that the trade that I gave yesterday also played out. Like I said, I was asleep, so I missed it, so it's completely fine. So I was just looking for other trades, and now I gave you just 4 trades, 2 longs, 2 shorts. I think that will do. That will be it for now, guys. If you like the content, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share this video with your friends if you think this is useful. Also feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Both those links you'll find in the description, and I'll see you guys very soon again in the next one. Bye bye.